Hey y'all, hey, I'm your girl Courtney Ewing. I am a certified hair loss practitioner and trichologist. I study the hair and scalp and different scalp disorders. Welcome to Hair Talk Tuesday, where we talk about all things hair. Give yourself a round of applause. Your hair health is important to you. Hey, Naya. We got TikTok going again. Okay. Today's topic is going to be on chronically dry hair. Last week we talked about the different, hey Nyana. Last week we talked about the different flakes in the scalp, mostly honing in on the differences between dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis. So if that's something you're interested in, I urge you to go back and watch that video on YouTube. Main Love Hair Care, all one word. So I am going to wait a couple minutes to let everyone fall in who's going to fall in. How y'all doing? Oh, hold on. While we're waiting, let me plug in because I would hate to go dark on y'all. There we go. I'm going to give it one more minute, y'all. Just one more minute. This topic is basically going to be on like you've tried everything and like no matter what, your hair just stays dry. It seems to just always be thirsty, no matter what. Okay, let's keep the hearts going. Let's keep the hearts going. Okay. I don't know if that was a minute, but I'm going to start anyway. So, chronically dry hair. You've tried everything. I'm going to list some causes of dry hair. And if like none of these have anything to do with you, you're doing everything, these aren't the issue, then I have some other things that you can look into. Keep the likes coming. Okay, so the first one is going to be shampoos with nasty ingredients. Shampoos with nasty ingredients, those ingredients can dry out your hair. So your hair can be more dry after you wash it versus before. The ingredients off top of my head that I know for a fact, if you see it in your shampoo, you need to run. That is going to be the sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate. Those SLS. Those should not be in your shampoo at all. They work as degreasers. They are harsh. It's not needed for your hair. It's not needed. It does overkill. The next one is going to be high porosity hair due to damaged cuticles. So I have 2 pins here. These are my 2 hair strands. Y'all see that up? Okay, everybody see it. These are your 2 hair strands. This one, because it's black, this is going to be a natural hair strand. No chemicals, no color, like none of that, just in its natural state. This is a natural hair strand. This is going to be one that's gone through a process. It's been either bleached, dyed, permed, something. It's gone through a process. When you do a process, it weakens the hair. It is what it is. That's what happens. I don't care who did it. It weakens the hair. So a natural hair, nothing's been done with it. It's straight. The cuticles lay flat all around the hair, just covering each other, kind of like shingles on the roof, how it just overlap all the way to the end of your hair to help protect it. When you do a process, you can have your cuticles that are stuck open. This is going to create dry hair. So after you do a process, it's very important to do a protein treatment. When you have a processed hair, so this hair, we're going to have a gap right here, a hole right here, and then maybe another gap right here. So picture this pin like that. This pin is still a natural pin, was hair in this case. So this is a natural hair. This hair has the holes and the gaps. Which hair is going to be easier to break? This one, because it's been weakened. And so when you do a protein treatment, these holes and gaps within the hair, they are temporarily covered. They are filled. So then the hair isn't so weak. It has some fortitude to it, so it will not break as easy. That's why protein treatments are very important. Yes, this is going to be easier to break than this one. This hair is going to have more issues than this one. If you do a protein treatment on this one, fill those gaps, fill the holes, give it that strength back, then, you're working with something nice. So high porosity hair due to damaged cuticles, that is going to cause very dry hair. Protein treatments are going to be the answer for that. And I almost forgot to add, and do not do it right after you do a process. So if you get a perm and go right into a protein treatment, no. If you do a color and go right into a protein treatment, no, you've done enough. Give your hair a break. Give it 1 to 2 weeks, then go in with your protein treatment. Your hair needs to rest after you've done a process because it's changed so much. The next one, excessive heat. If you use just an enormous amount of heat, you're flat ironing every day, you're curling every day, blow drying every day on high heat. These things are going to dry out your hair. What can you do? Limit the heat And also, if you deal with damage from heat, a protein treatment will also help fill in those gaps and make the hair stronger so it doesn't break as easy. Because when you have dry hair, that will equal brittle hair. Brittle hair equals breakage. The next one, products that contain alcohol. I find a lot of alcohol in mousse and spritz. I don't know if we're still using spritz. We probably shouldn't be, but the alcohol in these products are drying to the hair. Think about when you put alcohol on your skin. It dries your skin out. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? It's hard to see y'all up there on TikTok. I don't know. This light may be just blinding to me. Next thing, and when I'm looking at my notes, y'all, because y'all know I like to, I'll take that turn and I'll forget my way back home. So it's important for me to have notes. Next one, we talked about products that contain alcohol. Stay away from them. The ethyl alcohol and the isopropyl. I don't know if I said that right, but the more I say it, it feels wrong. So I'll just say that once. Those top two that stay away from, they're very drying to the hair. The mousse that I like to use is the Dew Mousse Def. I think that's the name of it. Is white and black. Absolutely love it. But if you're not in a habit of shampooing your hair every 2 weeks or every week, then it's probably not the best product for you because it needs to be washed out. Next one, not drinking enough water. So if you're not drinking enough water, your body gets dehydrated. Hair growth starts from within the body. It all starts within. So if you are dehydrated, your hair is going to be dehydrated. So to fix that, make sure you're drinking plenty of water. I struggle with this on and off. I find that if I have one of those cups with a straw, I could drink a lot more water in a day versus, just having a cup or a bottle or something. You need to make sure you're having the adequate amount of water. These are the causes of chronically dry hair, and then how to fix it. If you're doing all of this, then I have some other things for you. Okay, let's keep the likes. Let's keep the hearts. I'm feeling it. I'm straight feeling it because support, support, support. If you're on YouTube, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. It ain't gonna hurt nobody and it don't cost a dime. Next one, not sealing in moisture. This is a good one, especially to the girlies who look like me. This is a good one. So this is the reason why I created my flourishing hair cream. It's sold out at the moment. It will be back. But this is the reason why I created it. When I first started my studies, I was just looking at all the things that your hair needs to thrive. This is kind of like when I was going through my phase of grabbing hair by the chunks. I've gone through the hard part for you. So just take heed. So yeah, this is why I created the flourishing hair cream. I was looking all over for things that I needed personally for my hair. I couldn't find it. And the creams that were on the market at the time, they all had water mixed with it. And I didn't want water in my cream. I needed something rich. I needed something that could give my hair its I needed something that would moisturize it and keep it moisturized. A lot of the products that we use, we put it in our hair and then it evaporates into the air, leaving your hair dry, chronically dry. So that flourishing hair cream, it moisturizes the hair, but it also seals in that moisture. It protects it from being evaporated into the air. This will leave your hair moisturized for a longer period of time. It is very important to seal in moisture. I use the LOC method. I go with the liquid, the oil, and then the cream. Before I had the locks, I would just do water mixed with some leave-in conditioner. You don't need a whole bunch of leave-in conditioner mixed with your water, just like a quarter size amount. And I used that. Then I went in with my oil, and then I went in with my flourishing hair cream. I went in with my flourishing hair cream probably 2 times a week. That's it. Now that I have locks, I feel like your locks need something more than water. You can't just, oh Lord. Okay. You can't just use water. I just feel like it just it's dry. It don't work. It don't work how it does on loose leaf hair. So I use the Blooming Breeze now. That is a aloe vera juice base. So I use the Blooming Breeze every day, and I use the oil almost every day, but not every day. And then I go on with the flourishing hair cream because it is so rich and it is so thick. I probably use that 2 to 3 times a month. A little bit goes a long way. It does not take a lot. And keeping your hair moisturized will get you away from the dryness. Because again, dry hair equals brittle hair equals breakage. We do not want that. Breakage is a no-no. The last one, not deep conditioning enough. Not deep conditioning enough. So during the dry months, all you need to be doing is deep conditioning. Those dry months are no joke to the hair. And then that brutal cold on top of it, it just seems how we feel it when it smacks us in the face, highly disrespectful. Your hair feels that too, and it can cut straight through it. So it is very important to deep condition. That's how you're going to get that deep moisture is going to be locked into the hair. Deep conditioning, you want to have the steam going, let your cuticles open, take in all that moisture. Once it takes in that moisture, you can rinse with cool water, or you can let the cold air hit it, whichever works best for. I don't know if you're using a leave-in conditioner or a rinse out conditioner, but deep conditioners come in both forms. Some you have to rinse out, others you can leave in. That is like top-notch moisture right there. Does that make sense? Before I go to the next couple of sections. The next section has to do with if you're doing it, you're not using shampoo with sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium lauryl sulfate. You don't have high porosity hair due to damaged cuticles. You don't use excessive heat, or if you are doing those things, you follow up with the appropriate protein treatment. You're not using products that contain alcohol. You are drinking enough water, you're sealing in moisture, and you are deep conditioning enough. Say you are doing all these things and you still have chronically dry hair. No matter what you do, your hair is still dry. My next step, if I were you, knowing what I know, I would look into the minerals, vitamins, and hormone levels. I would get levels of all of those. If those, they're top notch. They're good. Your doctor says you're good. There's no issues. You're not low. Um, Off the top of my head, vitamin D, lacking in vitamin D, copper, calcium, um, off top, that's going to mess with your hair. It's definitely going to mess with your hair. So you want to make sure everything is balanced and at its right levels. So say you got your hormones checked and your minerals, vitamins, all those things are good, then I would do a thyroid panel. Make sure the thyroid is doing what it needs to be doing, because the hormones that go with the thyroid, they play a huge role in hair and hair growth and dryness and all that stuff. It plays a huge role. So you're doing all the things that we just talked about, like none of those are the issues. Then I would go to hormones, vitamin levels, and minerals, check those things. If those are okay, then I would check the thyroid. Guarantee you one of these things is going to hit. If you are dealing with chronically dry hair. Does that make sense? Does anybody have questions? Like this video, share this video. Okay, so y'all picking up what I'm putting down. I'll wait a couple minutes to see if anybody has questions. If nobody has questions, that's tea. And I don't know if I said it, but back to the protein treatment. I know I said wait 1 to 2 weeks before you do a protein treatment. Start with one protein treatment per month. You can do it more than once per month, but I start with once per month because you don't know how much protein your hair needs. And then if you have too much protein in your hair, then you're going to end up with the same result, which is going to be terrible breakage. So start with once per month. Okay, so it looks like no one has questions today. I hope you all learned something. Oh, I do have an announcement. I was going to get up out of here. I do have an announcement. I am not taking any more clients. I am full. I am busy. So I am not taking any more clients, and I'm hoping this is what is needed to actually get things done, because I feel like there's just so much piling on top, and it seems like I'm never getting anything done, even though I'm getting things done. Okay, I don't get that question. Okay, so, well, it's been real, you guys. Like I said, I hope you guys learned something. of value. I'll see y'all next week for Hair Talk Tuesday. So until next time.